Just a few moments ago, Coach Rule was essentially talking about his confidence in you going into this week. What do you make of the opportunity going up against a fourth-rate defense with the Cardinals?
I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm preparing well. Started preparing on Monday. So for me, it's just go out there, have fun, play good football, and just trusting the guys around me. That's mainly the most part for me. Just trusting the guys around me. They're gonna be in the spots where they need to be, and let's go have fun.
DJ, what do you think probably the biggest thing you have to, I guess, focus on to make sure you're successful this Sunday?
Doing my job, not doing too much. As a quarterback, when you feel like you can make a lot of plays, you tend to do a lot more than you need to or asked to do, and things start to go bad when you do those things. So for me, it's just take what's there, play the game smart, but just go out there and lead the guys, man. Lead them, and go out there and have fun and play great football.
PJ, when we talked to you last week, you kind of thought you would start last week.
Yeah.
When did you find out it was going to be Sam, and did it surprise you?
It didn't surprise me at all. I saw Sam battling throughout the week and trying to be able to play, so he did a good job. He went out there and played. He fought through it. A lot of toughness was shown, and so for me, I was just preparing to start, and it didn't happen. So Sam went out there and played.
You've talked a lot since you've been here about an opportunity.
Yeah.
Matt just told us 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, is this kind of, I know you're not happy for Sam, but is this what you've been waiting for?
Absolutely. I'm sure a lot of people could wait for this opportunity as well, but for me, it's just, as a player, this is an opportunity that you look forward to, and I'm looking forward to it. I played a good amount of football in my career. This would be the best football I'll probably play now. That's my mindset. Go out there, play great football, and, just be me. I think me is enough, so just go out there and be me.
PJ, what do you think you're better at now than you were a year ago going into the Detroit game?
Yeah, understanding the system, knowing what guys going to be at. My preparation, I think, is the biggest thing for me. Just, I felt like, because, last year going into the game, Teddy was questionable and things like that. And, when we did go through it all, me and Will was battling out throughout the week. So, just taking advantage of all these reps and going out there and playing my style of game, and just going out there and enjoying it.
With all that said, the opportunity's there. I'm sure you're excited.
Yeah.
How excited are you, and how much do you have to temper that excitement when game day comes and slow things down?
I'm gonna just revert back to when I played in the XFL. To be honest, I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed the moment, and for me, I'm extremely excited. But when I go out there, I'm gonna stay extremely excited. Just because the guys around me need that energy, they need that juice, and I'm gonna bring it on Sunday. And that's the most important thing. I'm gonna bring that juice, but I'm gonna have a little I'm gonna show them guys the juice, but I'm gonna also know that I need to be calm and settled when it's time to go out there and play.
PJ, I know it's early on in your preparation. You talked about what you have to do to be effective, but what is Arizona defensively? What has made them so effective, at least in your early viewing of them?
Yeah, they fly around. They make plays. They got a good D-line. They play good football. They fast. They confident. That's the best thing. That's the best thing I can say about this defense. They're a confident defense. They fly around. They make plays. For the most part, they're going to be in the right spots. And I think they got some good defensive players that can go out there and change the game. So for us, we just got to go out there and play our game and, be us.
You said a moment ago that PJ from the XFL, you want him to reemerge. Has that PJ, have you seen him, or has he been on the field so far as a Panther?
Oh yeah, he's been on the field, and he's just he's been preparing for moments like this. All the reps I take in practice is important to me. They game reps. Just that now Sunday I get to go out there and do all those reps in the game and go out there and play.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I guess I was asking, how is he different? Because you mentioned him almost as if that's another portion or another side of your personality.
He's not different, but he's more so just the confidence level, the style of play, the fun that I had when I was playing in that league. I want to bring that to this team as well, and let the guys rally around me and let them guys, play good football as well. And I know those guys are going to show up on Sunday. I'm worried about myself and everything else to take care of itself.
Will it be hard to sort of transfer that juice and confidence into an NFL game? I mean, I know you're a confident dude. Will there naturally be some nerves on Sunday?
Probably up until kickoff. And then once the ball get going, it's football from there. I don't look at it as no different of a game than when I was playing in high school, college. All of it is the same as football. Everybody do the same thing coverage-wise. So for me, it's just go out there and execute, be sharp, be mentally ready for anything they throw at me.
You say go out there and execute and be sharp.
Yeah.
From a sideline perspective, why has the offense not been exactly that yet?
We just missed opportunities, not finishing plays. It's tough. We've been in some tough situations, I would say. Penalties been hurting us. So when you starting backed up, we got to eliminate those things as an offense. When you backing up 1st and 15, 1st and 20, it's hard to advance. And we just got to know, as an offense, we can't have those mistakes because that's what's holding us back as an offense. Penalties. We get the penalties out the way. We look like a good offense. We move the ball. Just got to execute and eliminate the penalties and finish blocks and things like that.
When you played last year against Detroit, I don't think you had Christian.
Yeah.
How will that make a difference this week as you line up against Arizona?
Everybody know he makes a huge difference in our offense. So for us, it's fine. When we get an opportunity to find ways to give him the ball, we got to get it to him. We got to take advantage of that and, just go out there and find ways to get him in space. In my opinion, get him in space and do things that teams ain't probably seen, So for us, it's just to go out there and execute, but find ways to get to the ball.
PJ, we talked a lot about the rapport that Robbie and Sam might have had because of their time in New York that hadn't exactly worked out. How about your rapport with Robbie and your chemistry from your time together?
Yeah, it's still growing. It's there still. We talk a lot, and it's all about communication between me and him. And as long as he's in the spot where I need him to be, he know he's gonna be able to make these plays that I'm asking him to make. So just give him an opportunity to put the ball in the air, give him a chance to make these plays, and I got a lot of faith and trust that he'll make those plays for me.
He called you one of his best friends.
Mm-hmm.
How have you seen him kind of deal with not getting the ball here the last month, a few weeks?
It's tough watching it from the sideline, and we watching in the film. It's hard, it's tough, and we see it. But one thing I would say, he's impressed me a lot these past couple weeks. The way he's been blocking, he took initiative in an approach that I haven't seen him take over the past couple years. The way he's been blocking has been excellent, and I think that's giving him that feel for the game and giving him that energy that he needs throughout the game to just stay in it. So for him to just stay in it that's all we need him to do. Just continue to stay in it. We'll find ways to give him the ball.
Does it give you any comfort knowing that you played with a guy like Robbie and Keith out there?
I think personally, I got comfort with a lot of receivers here. I played. Not just because I played with those guys in college, but I think me and DJ has a great connection as well. Willie just got here, and last week me and Willie out there, dealing the football around. So it really at the end of the day, it's finding a rhythm, and if those guys in the right spot, we're gonna be able to connect. So for me, it's just as long as my guys in the right spot, we'll be able to make plays.
Matt reminded us that you had a bunch of other teams calling you when you signed here. One, are you able to say who? And two, is it true that your fiance was the deciding factor to come here?
Nah, she wasn't. She wasn't. I know he asked me all the time, was she the deciding factor for me to come here? But nah, she wasn't. It's the opportunity, and me coming back to come play for Coach Rue, I think that played a lot into it. Just because I know what he brings. I know what he brings to the table. I want to be coached. I want to be coached hard. I want to be pushed to that next level of being the best. So in order for you to get coached like that and gotta go to where you know you're gonna get coached that way. So for me, it was a no-brainer to be able to come back and play for Coach Rule.
How many other teams were hitting you up?
About 3 or 4, maybe 5.
A few more. Who were they?
I had a few workouts. Well, not even having a workout, just at the XFL. So the Saints, not the Saints, the Seahawks, and I want to say it might have been Arizona, to be honest. So for me, it was just during the time of like the XFL ended March 8th, I believe. We was free to sign with teams March 10th. So I think throughout that process, it was a 2-day window of me just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do between teams and everything like that. So it was tough. It was a tough decision, but it was a decision that I made that I thought was best for me to come here.
How long had your fiance been in Charlotte?
5 years. 5 years.
Is she from here? Or?
Nah, she's from Maryland.
Who would you most rather hear, or not hear, Philip, from your mom or Matt?
I don't want to hear from neither one of them, to be honest. But I'd rather not hear from my mother. He Coach Rule, I don't mind Coach Rule calling me Philip. I understand. I understand the reason. I understand why, and I get it. When he says that, I already know what's going on.
Before you came here, when I talked to you, you were hoping you could get a chance to play with Cam Newton, and never really got a chance to do that. Was that a disappointment in that you never got a chance, and what would you have learned from him, you think?
Absolute disappointment, but not sure what I would have learned, to be honest, because I never got the opportunity to sit in the room with him and talk ball or listen to things that he knows and things like that, things that he do well. So for me, it's tough to answer that one because I really wouldn't know what I could take from just not being around him.
Can you reminisce on the time where your mom called you Philip and you knew you were in trouble?
Nah, to be honest, I was one of the kids who really didn't get in trouble that much, unless I didn't want to come in the house or something. But other than that, I really didn't get in trouble much. I was a good kid growing up, to be honest. Stayed out the way, liked to be around my friends, went out, and anytime she really called me Philip is when it was time to come in the house, and I didn't really want to come in the house. I was still outside playing, so that's really the only time I really got that name called to me from her.
Street life came on?
Nah, it was a little later than that.